All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our celebration of excellence, our Superintendent Scholars Evening. This is our first celebration for the 10th and 11th grade scholars, but it's not the last we're going to be having with this group. I'm very excited that y'all are here this evening, and we're so pleased to welcome you to this particular Superintendent Scholars Program. It's not just a one-time celebration, this is a whole program, and you're going to learn more about it tonight. But first, I want to celebrate your accomplishments together, and I want to welcome Dr. Susan Kincannon, our superintendent.
Good evening. How's traffic out there? I think there may be only one person I know of in this room that probably enjoyed the construction zones, and I'll introduce her in a few moments. But we're glad you made it in and appreciate you very much. We want to welcome all of our students, our parents, and our family members who are here for this special occasion. And I'm going to start by introducing some of our dignitaries who are with us this evening. We do have board member representing District, Jose 5? Did I get it? I got it wrong. 3. District 3, Jose Vidania, our board secretary. Thank you for being here, Mr. Vidania. Thank you. I knew that, just got confused a little bit. We also have our Deputy Superintendent, Dr. Josie Hernandez Gutierrez. Thank you for coming. You should know her. She's very, very intelligent, wonderful leader for our school district. Also, another intelligent, wonderful leader is Ms. Dina Kornblum, Assistant Superintendent for Curriculum and Instruction. Thank you for coming. We have our Executive Director for Secondary Curriculum and Instruction, David Hamilton. We also have with us this evening our Chief Facilities Officer, Gloria Barrera, who's new to the district, who absolutely loved the construction zones. Thank you. And I do want to take a moment to recognize those individuals who are here from our high schools. Dr. Ricky Edison, I saw, was here. There he is. Thank you for being here, principal at University High School. And I see Dr. Beth Brabham from University also. Thank you for coming. Dr. Rochelle Warren just walked in, just timely, as our Assistant Superintendent for Student Services and Support. And we are all here to celebrate with you this evening. Thank you for being here. Lastly, some of the most important people in the room are our teachers. If you're a teacher or a special person to one of our students who's being honored and you were asked to be here this evening, and I think we even have a principal who's here this evening to be honored by a student, would you please stand and be recognized? Thank you. That was a huge honor for these students to invite you to come and celebrate with them. So we are here to do something really special this evening, and that is to honor our 10th and 11th grade students from Waco High School and University High School who have qualified as a superintendent scholar. Students, would you stand and be recognized? You're the stars. It's a good-looking group. All right, you may be seated. You are here because you're special, and you are a part of an elite group. You've done something extraordinary, something that only a very small percentage of students have done. You have scored very high on the PSAT. Our 10th graders who are here this evening are being honored based on their scores from last year, on their 9th grade scores, because you haven't taken the 10th grade PSAT. When do you take it? I hope you know this. Somebody ought to know that date. Who knows? Oh, you're so close. Mom knows. Yep. What's the date? You guys know? April 13th, I think. April 13th. You were close. April 13th. Okay, so know that date. You'll be taking the PSAT on April 13th if you're A 10th grader, because of COVID, there was the option to move that this year. It's typically in the fall. I want to report that all of our 10th graders, every single person who is being honored this evening, scored higher than the district average on the SAT. That means that as a 9th grader, you outscored every senior in Waco ISD. That's worth an applause, every single one of you. And every single one of you already have a PSAT score higher than the state SAT average and the region average and the region average was 1,026. Congratulations, 10th graders. That's a really big deal. Our 11th graders who are here this evening have also outscored the district, the state, and the regional averages for the SAT. Your scores are better than the average of all seniors in this area, and that's over 80 school districts and 1,100 school districts in the state. So kudos to our 11th graders. And our 11th graders' scores there's a range of how much higher than you were than the regional average, and you have a range of 24 to 220 points higher. So some of you at least one of you is 220 points higher than the regional average. Really impressive. And so what does that mean? And why is it important? What do y'all think? What does that mean? Why is all that important? Put somebody on the spot. I do know some names because I read all the names. I won't do that to you. Do you know? What are we working for? No bravery. Scholarships, right? And what else? That your parents heard that, right? Scholarship money for college, right? The higher your scores, the more money you might get. Even here at Baylor, the higher your score, the higher your class rank, the more money you'll get for an academic scholarship. What else does it mean to you? Where's another? Somebody's got it, right? What else happens when you get a high score? What might happen when you go to the university level? All right, I'm going to let you off the hook. I'll just tell you. How's that? So what we're doing this evening is we're asking you to think about how you go higher, right? Because you've already got a high score, so you've already demonstrated that you have the potential to do even more. And so for our 10th graders, by the time you take the PSAT next month, on what date? April 13th, right? You have the opportunity to go ahead and begin to improve that score. And then you'll take it again in the 11th grade. And the 11th grade is the grade that will provide you the opportunities for national recognition as a National Merit scholar. So it's part of a program by the College Board that allows you to get scholarships through the National Merit Scholarship Program. So what we want to do is to celebrate the score that you already have on the PSAT, and we want to encourage you to keep going. We're asking you to study, right? We want you to improve your score for next month for those of you who are in the 10th grade, and keep studying this spring, summer, and fall so that you can take the 11th grade test, which is the really important grade level for the PSAT, and get the highest score possible before you head off to college. So that's why this is important. So 10th graders, again, you're taking the PSAT this year. You'll be taking it again in the fall. As an 11th grader, that's the really important year. And then you'll take the SAT as a senior. And if you choose, then you can take it again. You can take it multiple times to continue to improve your score up until the time that you enter college. So I know, for instance, Baylor allows you to take that SAT all the way up until school starts in August, and you have the opportunity to continue to improve your scholarship money, your score to get higher. So that's pretty exciting. So I already told you that this is a really big deal. Being a National Merit Scholar is a wonderful opportunity. It gives you access to scholarships. But besides that, it gets you admitted to the best universities in the country. So you get to pick where you want to go, and you're going to start to get some mail. How many of you are getting mail already from? Yeah, you're already getting it, aren't you? They send a whole bunch of it. When they see your scores, you're going to get a bunch of mail. So you're going to have your pick of places that you want to go. For our 11th graders, of course, your 11th grade score is you're set in stone. You're already finished with the National Merit Scholarship Program, but that doesn't mean that you have to be done. You can still work to improve your SAT score for getting into college. So you get scholarship money, you get admitted to the best schools. What else might you get at a university for having a higher score? Anybody know? You could get into some honors programs. You might get admitted into some really special programs that are hard to get into. Honors programs, you might get special access to special dorms for honor students. So there's some really nice perks that come with having a high score on that SAT. And so obviously you want to take advantage of your potential to get the highest score possible and get as much as possible as you enter the university level. So what I've told you is really awesome, but what you need to know, guys, is that this won't happen. Your score won't improve unless you do some extra studying, right? You guys are all really smart. You know how to study, but you're also pretty natural. You have this innate natural academic ability. And so sometimes, and what I know, I've been doing this a long time, what I know is sometimes you don't want to study for the PSAT or the SAT, or you don't have to study in class for your grades because you're pretty good already. Is that true? Pretty smart, comes pretty easily for most of you. So if you want to level up for National Merit Scholarship Program, you're going to have to do that. You're going to have to put in some effort for that. So that's what we're here to talk to you about tonight. And Ms. Sodergren will be talking to you about that in the future. We have some opportunities for you to visit universities so you can learn about special programs and things that you have access to. And then we'll have opportunities for you to study with some of our teachers who are really good in reading and math, who can help you increase your scores. And our goal is to help you grow. So tonight you are going to get some materials to practice. You're going to get an ACT book, and it's just a reward, right, for being so smart. You just get more work. Sorry about that, but I saw some chuckles out there by some parents, but you are going to get those. But I want to make sure you know about Khan Academy as well. Khan Academy is a software program. It is free. You can import your scores into Khan Academy. There are full-blown practice SAT tests in there, and there are also individual section practices. So you can practice on the areas for which you need a little more help. You're not weak in anything if you have the score that you have, but there are some areas that would be weaker for you than others. So Khan Academy, I think, is one of the best resources available, and if you set your mind to practicing, using those practice tests and using those section practices, you could really improve your score. So I want to make sure you know about that. Parents, I want to thank you for being here this evening again and being committed to the success of your students. We know that they wouldn't have come this far without you, and so thank you for supporting your student. And then finally, I want to end with a quote that I shared with our 8th and 9th grade scholars. It's one of my favorite quotes by Steve Jobs. You guys know who Steve Jobs is? Who is Steve Jobs? Apple Computer, right, founder of Apple Computer. He said, I think if you do something and it turns out pretty good, then you should go do something else wonderful. Don't dwell on it for too long. Just figure out what's next. So tonight, enjoy this celebration, and then as soon as you can, figure out what's next on your journey to becoming a National Merit Scholar, or in the case of our 11th graders, figure out what's next to improve your SAT score, to access some special programs at college, and or some scholarship funding at the university level. Thank you. All right.
Thank you, Dr. Kincannon. All right. So at this time in our program, we're going to hand out our medals. And what we're going to do right now, if our 10th graders will stand up and very carefully file out and line up down this row right here. 10th graders. Okay, so go ahead and just make a line right down there so that we're not all crowded in one space. We'll give it just a minute. While we're doing that, parents, I'll call your attention to what else is in the program. We do have some other events that are coming up. And for you, April 14th, there's going to be a parent night that we're going to give you more information about the good parts of this program. Okay. So this is Skylar Goodman, bronze.
Stay, right?
Yes, line up and stay right there in front of the books, and then when we sit down, you'll grab your books. Okay. All right, Dana Hernandez, bronze. I should say both of these ladies are from University High School. You probably want to hear that too. Yes, sorry. Okay, also from University High School, Valerie Garcia Perez, gold. And from University High School, Giselle Favela, silver. From Waco High School, Anna Hogue, gold. Also from Waco High School, Alexis Hookham, gold. From University High School, silver, Xavier Tijerina. From Waco High School, Cassandra Garcia, bronze. From Waco High School, Abigail Zimmerman, gold. From Waco High School, Dylan Siegel, bronze. And from Waco High School, Samuel Everett, gold. All right, that's our 10th graders. Let's give them another round of applause and get our group picture. Okay, 10th graders, slide on down this way. Come down in front of the table. Yeah, let's get our group picture. Come on down here. All right, while they're doing that, go ahead, 11th graders, come on and start lining up. Excellent. All right, this is Archie Hatton, silver, from University High School. right, this is Helen Goodman from Waco High School, gold. Ivory Scott from Waco High School, silver. Julio Ortega, Waco High School, bronze. Kayla Cho from Waco High School, gold. Andrea Suarez from Waco High School, bronze. James Bernius, Waco High School, gold. Luke Grant, Waco High School, silver. Will Prather, Waco High School, silver. Deborah Hammond, Waco High School, bronze. Jason Carter, Waco High School, gold. William Barbie, Waco High School, bronze. Trip Wendell, Waco High School, gold. Brandon Vega, Waco High School, bronze. Miriam Hinojosa, University High School, silver. Sydney Lining, University High School, bronze. German Ruiz, University High School, silver. Vanya Gonzalez, University High School, bronze. Sarah Shalapi, Waco High School, silver. Lucas Everett, Waco High School, silver. Our guest speaker for the evening is a senior from Waco High School. She's one of your own. She's walked in your shoes and trod the same paths you tread in the same hallways. And she has found her way to becoming an AP Scholar with distinction, a national recognized Hispanic Scholar, and a National Merit Commended Scholar. I'm pleased to present to you Miss Abigail Zimmerman.
Good evening. The future is vast. It's exciting and it's hopeful and it's full of potential, but it's also scary sometimes. It's full of unknowns too, and that is intimidating, especially with all of the chaos of the last few years, from COVID, political unrest, Kanye. It's hard to know what will happen next. But there are steps each and every one of you can take to make sure your future is a good one. Steps that will help you realize your dreams. One of those steps is studying for the PSAT. I'll be honest, taking long tests isn't exactly fun. You guys know this, you've done it before, you've done it your whole lives. But that doesn't make these tests any less important. Good scores on the PSAT can lead to so many awesome opportunities. If you reach certain scores, as you guys already have, you're on track to be entered into the National Merit Program, which awards students and gives out scholarships. Your scores can also qualify you for other independent scholarships or merit-based aid at the schools you apply to. And believe me, in a few years, you'll want all the scholarships you can get. Just taking the PSAT, no matter how well you do, especially for you 10th graders, will give you practice for the real SAT and even the ACT. While those tests are mostly optional now, having those scores can really help your college applications, and plenty of scholarships require them too. But these good scores don't happen without some hard work and some practice. When I was in middle school and early high school, the district didn't have us take the PSAT yet. I took the SAT on my own as a benchmark, but it wasn't until sophomore year of high school that I finally sat down to take the PSAT. That score didn't help or hurt me because the junior year PSAT is what qualifies you for national merit, but I was still grateful for the opportunity to practice. The chances I had with these tests made a big difference in my readiness for the SAT and the ACT. And because I took the PSAT, I qualified as a National Merit Commended Scholar and Hispanic Scholar. I've used these scores to get me into colleges all across the country and to get some really solid scholarships. I've had schools in New York and Florida, Cambridge and Austin reach out and ask me to apply. So I'm sure you guys have experience in all the mail you're getting. Sometimes they even send you stickers, and those are fun. I was lucky in that I got to take this test, but you guys are even luckier. You guys, especially you 10th graders, have more time to take the PSAT and really hone your scores in. And, take advantage of these years. It's really easy to let them slip away, and they go by in the blink of an eye. While studying for this test may be the last thing you want to do, just taking 10 or so minutes every day to sit down and do some problems will make a world of difference. The internet and Khan Academy have plenty of free resources, as Dr. Kincannon mentioned, like practice problems, practice tests, and instructions on each concept. Their videos help me a lot with math. Practicing will not only make you ready for the test, it will also make the experience as a whole less intimidating. You will know how to pace yourself so you don't run out of time. Especially with the math section, you need to know how to eliminate and prioritize. You'll know exactly what to expect with the order of the sections and the style of passages they provide. That kind of preparation was really helpful for me, and I have a feeling it could be helpful for a lot of you guys too. It made me less stressed the day of and helped build my confidence. And finally, practicing will drill it into your brain that you are a confident individual who will crush this test. The fact that you guys are all here tonight is a wonderful accomplishment. Give yourselves a pat on the back. You all sat through the PSAT last year and did an amazing job, which is no small feat. You've come this far, so why not go even further? Keep studying, keep thinking, and keep believing in yourselves. There is absolutely no question that you can do this. Thank you.
Thank you, Abigail. The Superintendent Scholars Program is more than just a ceremony. We're now a family of support as you grow to become stronger academically. We're here to help you explore your options for college and beyond college. We're here to challenge you to reach a little farther than maybe you thought you could. Let's celebrate. Let's dismiss into the rotunda, have some snacks, enjoy, stop and take some pictures together, and let's celebrate. Thank you very much.